get funky.
Here, let me spice it up for you.
But that is too soft.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Everybody in the car, so come on, let's ride to the liquor store around the corner. The boys say they want some gin and juice, but I really don't want that. Real feels like I had last week. I must stay because talking to you, I like Angela, Pamela, Sandra, and Rita. And as I continue, you know they get sweeter. So what can I do? I really gotta do my Lord. To me, man, it's just like a sport. Anything now, it's all good. Me, your business, stay in the trumpet. A little bit of money got in my life. A little bit of Ellica by my side. A little bit of Rita, all I need. A little bit of Tina, all I see. A little bit of Sandra in the sun. A little bit of Mary, all I know. A little bit of Jessica, here I am. A little bit of you makes me your man.
Why was Warzone so damn amazing? Because an easy answer is probably just COVID, and I say that because the game dropped at a time where everyone was literally locked inside their homes. A time where you had nothing better to do than watch Tim the goddamn Tatman falling, and then would say, oh, I just got sniped. A time where Jordy 2D would throw on a Sonic costume while his girlfriend complained about how they had no money.
For real.
In a time where the boys weren't able to go out to the bars and play grab ass, so they were stuck playing a franchise that they hadn't played since 2012. Just me? No? Okay, good. But I really do think COVID was a key contributor to Warzone being so successful, but add in things like being one of the top streamed games on Twitch, a free Call of Duty Battle Royale at launch unlike Blackout, and the fact that you could use your own custom classes in-game instead of just using weapons you've picked up throughout the map all game, were really big draws and really helped change up the current Battle Royale formula. And that's not to say Warzone 1 didn't have its problems, because if you remember, Warzone 1 was known for one big thing, its vast cheating problem and the lack of effort to really fix it for quite some time. Aimbots, wall hacks, Warzone was basically flooded with these goobers, and even the world's greatest MILF hunting troll, Minnesota Burns, couldn't stop them. So this in turn led to the developers creating by far initially one of the worst anti-cheats ever. The Ricochet, when it was announced, was rejoiced by players at the prospects of having a way to combat the cheating epidemic in the game, but when it dropped, in typical Activision fashion, the thing didn't work. Cheaters were still running around ruining games for everyone, but when it led to some of the greatest clips of all time,
the aimbot just fucking broke again, man.
it started to see some praise from the player base. Also, shout out to the biggest cheater in Call of Duty, Nadia, for never getting caught. I mean, how did that ever happen? And to the cheaters that got caught cheating and had the anti-cheat affect them, we're so sorry. Your game got ruined. I mean, it must be so bad. Everyone just put a quick F in the chat for the cheaters getting a taste of their own medicine. But with Warzone, not only did it come with cheaters, but one of the most memorable Where Are We Dropping Boys maps of all time. Verdansk. And this map seemed to have every iconic location possible. Stadium, downtown, Pomegranate East, and I can't leave out that one set of bunkers on the outskirts of the map where me and my friends would just post up in and hope that people found us. Verdansk was just that iconic. I mean, maybe it comes back in Modern Warfare 3, who knows? But we also saw a bunch of other maps come and go like Rebirth Island, Caldera, and Fortune's Keep. All had flaws, all saw their own improvements, or in Fortune's Keep's case, got removed the same day Warzone 2 dropped. I mean, oh, pour one out, just they didn't even stand a chance. Warzone also had some balancing issues. If you recall, during its lifespan, Warzone was all over TikTok and YouTube for its meta videos. People saying this weapon was meta, that weapon was meta. Warzone metas changed like Taylor Swift changed boyfriends. It's a joke. It's a joke, okay? To all you Swifties out there, including my wife, it's just a joke. It's an easy joke, but it's just a joke, okay? Just a joke. It was there. But seriously, each season that dropped came a new meta, like the DMR, MP5, the M4. At one point, I think we had a shotgun meta. It was insane. Even though it was annoying, I will say it helped keep the game fresh and new with each update. Though each update and meta varied from game to game, as Warzone had to integrate with 3 other games. That's right. Modern Warfare 2019, Black Ops Cold War, and Vanguard, when they released, were all integrated into Warzone, which obviously led to a lot of problems, because you had an absurd amount of weapons with varying attachments that I'd imagine from a development perspective was development hell to work on, because if one thing breaks here, so do 20 other things over here, but from the player's perspective, it kept the game feeling fresh and new, which is always a great thing. So why am I giving you this sort of history lesson on Warzone and why it was so good? Because it's still alive and well, and people seem to be still having tons of fun with it. Well, they were having fun, because on September 21st, 2023, Warzone will be shutting down for good. That way, all the resources can be focused on Warzone 2. So for those of you that never bought any of the new games post Modern Warfare 2019, but instead spent countless hours ranking up your weapons and buying bundles in Warzone, fuck you. Because now you're going to be forced to either buy the games that you don't own so you can use your unlocks, or just hold on to the memories of what you had, like a high school athlete who scored the game-winning touchdown. Even though this is pretty much inevitable because two Warzones can't exist. Though, I think the transition could have been a bit better. The developers could have made the decision to transfer all of your content to Warzone 2 instead of making you feel like you wasted all your money and re-releasing most of the bundles into the store with some slight changes, that way they fit on some of the other weapons in the game. I also don't think Warzone 2 was a real need, as Warzone 1 was just fine as is and is still miles better than Warzone 2, though that might change based off the leaks for Modern Warfare 3. Regardless, the decision to switch from Warzone 1 to Warzone 2 was clearly just a profit decision, and one that swore me off from buying bundles because of Activision's history of greediness. Whether you loved it or hated it, the original Warzone is one of the best battle royales to date. Again, yes, it came out during a time where we all needed something to take our attention away from the current world events, but its choice of game design by allowing players to utilize unlockables to build custom classes, maps that made us look forward to where we were dropping next, and a victory cinematic that made me feel like the win was just that much more worth it, and a gulag where 1v1 had more stakes, made Warzone 1 all that much more worth it. Also, as I'm typing this, I forgot I didn't add anything about the gulag. God, I missed the original Gulag. It was just the best design ever because it basically took the whole 1v1 me bro, but put it into a setting where it actually really mattered other than bragging rights. Also a weird part of the video, but Warzone, while it had some great memories and features, wouldn't have been where it was without the content creators like Tim the Tapman, Jordy2D, Nick Merckx, Lucci, and Sally is a Dog, among others, making content to really bring this game to the center stage of battle royales. I'd like to thank myself, but that would be just a little weird. Anyways, what did you think of Warzone? Are you upset that it's ending? Let me know what you think in the comment section below. One last thing, the intro in this video is from a previous video that I did a long time ago, so kudos to anyone that actually noticed it, but I felt like it worked really well in this final Warzone video that I was working on, and if you liked it, great. If you didn't, then eat Arby's. Also, would you like me to stream Warzone before it ends? Maybe host some sort of sub-event? I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comment section below, and, well, bye.